why do we need to care about presentations?
Well, so my client base and my experience is in the corporate world and business leader world of presenting. So I can only speak to that really. I think there are lots of reasons for anybody who's got on a professional career track or wants to get buy-in internally from other people. There are all sorts of reasons why you should care about presenting. The first is that it's one of the strongest ways to build your brand and your influence, your personal brand and your influence. We reserve, I think, in the world a very particular kind of respect for people who do one of two things: people who write about their expertise and people who speak about their expertise, people who stand up and talk about what they know or what they want to change in the world or what they want to have happen. And anybody who can stand in front of a room of 10 people or stand in front of a stage in front of 200 people instantly sort of gets elevated to guru status, if you like, instantly becomes the expert. And I've worked with several clients. I don't do a lot of individual coaching, actually. And when I do, it tends to be at fairly senior leadership positions. But I've worked with several clients who've wanted to increase their influence or increase their personal brand. And the first thing we do is sit down and look at where are all the opportunities, where are the internal meetings, where are the industry conferences, and we get them in front of people very, very quickly. And it's a great way to build your brand. So that's one main reason why we should care about presenting. The other reason, and this is not necessarily obvious either, is that when you're doing the kind of presentations which are either around getting buy-in internally, so for example, let's say you've been working on a project and you're trying to get your business to agree to extend that project for 12 months or to agree to implement the results of this project, or when your presentation is around perhaps sales, so when you're speaking in front of prospective new clients or existing clients where you want to present an idea. When you're doing that kind of presentation, one thing that's not obvious to most people is that the presentation itself is an admission from the audience that they can't make a rational decision about your idea. What I mean by that is anybody, for example, any client who wanted to make 100% rational decision, do I work with you or do I work with somebody else? If their decision was 100% rational, they would never let you in the room with them, right? They would ask for documents and emails and look at your website and so on. They wouldn't want to meet you because we know deep down that we can be very, very influenced by talking to somebody face to face, by looking in their eyes, hearing the tone of their voice. We're very influenced by that as human beings. So when people ask us to present to them, or when people say, let's have a meeting about this, and why don't you give us an update on your project? Deep down, what they're really saying is, I don't trust myself to make a completely rational decision. I need to see you and hear you. I need to know if I agree to your project, can I trust you with this? If I give you the funding, can I trust you that you'll do a good job? If I'm a prospective client, I'm literally saying, I don't just want to work with somebody who's going to bring a great result. I want to work with somebody I can trust and I'm going to enjoy working with. So come into the room and speak to me. And sorry, that's a long answer, Andrea, but the point I'm making is, and it is a really important one, is that presentations, the reason we should care about them is they're an opportunity, and they're probably the only opportunity to do what you can't do in a written document or on a website or on a brochure. They're a chance to affect people with all the information that you've got, rather than just giving people information.